potato. Hey, hi, how's it going? That's me, Kate the Great. Let's get you in the loop. I'm a personal trainer and I train clients virtually. I absolutely love it. I'm also currently in physical therapy school. It's really hard, but I'm happy to be there. I'm a very chatty 29-year-old half mermaid human who loves to be active, laugh, and do things that make me happy. I'm an auntie to a bunch of pups who you'll randomly see in my videos. This is PJ, my significant other. I talk about him a lot. I struggle a lot with anxiety and OCD, but I'm always working on it. I tore my shoulder in June and I'm still rehabbing it. I went completely gluten-free in September, which has relieved so much pain from my connective tissue disorder. Okay, you get the gist. Moving on to today's video. I dye my hair red, plus we do a mini get ready with me. I pass along some advice about anxious worrying that I received that's helped me a lot. We make a fave brunch dish of mine, plus a gluten-free pumpkin protein bread. And as per Kate the Great style, we blab about a bunch of random stuff. I'm so happy you're here. Let's start off with a morning walk. Okay. Oh, shoot. Done training for now. And I am going to eat something. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare. I'm currently writing a paper, but I have to say, sometimes when there's too much going on, and like if I have to really think about what I'm doing for school or whatever I'm doing, I guess, I have to listen to an instrumental because I can't have the words going off in the back. But I've been loving this playlist on Spotify, Disney Instrumentals. I'll link it below if you have any interest, but like, it's amazing. It has like so many songs from like so many Disney movies and shows and stuff. Like it'll play something from The Lion King, but then it'll also dive into like, there was an instrumental song from The Princess Diaries. I just really like it. I'm done for now with my paper because the potatoes are ready. Sizzling away in here. Whoa. Okay, so now we add the eggs. I'm going for like a whole like, have you ever been at a restaurant and they order like everything but the kitchen sink? That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. These are potatoes and onions, and I'm gonna add eggs and cheese, and it's amazing. Oh, and ketchup, obs. It probably seems a little bit dramatic, but I lost a shell. Probably contrary to popular belief, I don't really drop shells that often. Then I mix it all up. I don't know if you're a mixer-upper kind of person, maybe you wouldn't like this, but it's amazing when it's all mixed up. The mixier, the better. Have you seen that TikTok with that song from Beyonce? This song. Hold on, it's playing on my computer. This is how I feel like my life is. It's like a trend on TikTok. Do you know that trend? I haven't posted it myself. Maybe I should. Like all the ones are like people going out drinking and stuff, and like there's not an opportunity for me to film that, I guess. I forgot to put ketchup. Are you like a ketchup on breakfast foods kind of person or no? Like eggs, potatoes. I'm a potato. The last part of this is ketchup. Boom. Look at this circle, this cute circle I made. Should I pose it with my eggs? Every time I hold something, I want to be like, it's just such a fun song. I should just listen to that song in general. It's such a good vibe. Watch some YouTube while I eat. I feel like I should do some sort of training today. My shoulder, I think I spoke about it in my last video. Maybe not, I can't remember. My shoulder's been like doing pretty good. Don't want it to hear. You know, like you like say stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, if I say it, it's gonna come true. I'll do that a lot, like in more of like an anxious state. This is gonna take a hard turn, but when I talk to my therapist about it, she'll always tell me like, we don't have that much power. And I'm like, you know, you're right. Because sometimes like, you know, when you think of the worst case scenario of stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, like that's gonna come true because I said it. And it's like, what? Why do I think I have like some sort of power? Like I don't have that control, you know? So that's helped a lot with like worrying about things. Because worry is also such a funny thing. Not like haha funny, but like it, we all worry. I think we all do. A lot of people do from what I talk about. We all worry about so much stuff. And like, it's so different person to person what people worry about. And worrying is just stinky, you know? It's hard to control. But it doesn't do any good. And like, I talk to people, PJ says this a lot to me, and my therapist also says this a lot to me. Because it's common. It like makes sense if you really think about it. Like, and again, it's not that like crazy of like a concept, but why worry why worry multiple times for something when this is a little bit more specific? So like say I have like an event or something that is coming up and I'm like anxious about it and I'm worrying about like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? And I think that's very common. I don't think I'm alone, but why worry so many times leading up to it where I can just, if I'm gonna worry anyways, I might as well just worry in the moment, because worrying in advance is not gonna change anything, and then I'm just making myself go through the worrying process twice or 3 times or 4 times. Like if I'm thinking about it every day, like that's not fun. So he always tries to remind me that. My therapist always tries to remind me that. Just like, you know, a gentle reminder of like, hey, like, why put yourself through it so many times and where it's not worth it, the multiple worries. If you gotta worry, you gotta worry. Do it in the moment. I don't know. I'm just gonna pass that along. Maybe it'll help someone else out, because worrying is just not a good time. And we're looking for a good time, you know? Da, 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 da. Any hooser. That's my 2 cents for now. Okay, well, I'm gonna enjoy this delicious bowl. What's cool about it is I'm not gonna pop off for like a long time talking. I'm trying like not to do that as much. I don't know why, because like who really cares? And if you don't even like these parts, you can just skip ahead. I won't hold it against you. I'll never know. What's cool about food like this, or food that's like, you know, nutrient dense food, not just like calories in, calories out kind of vibe, but I guess it does tie into that, what I'm gonna say. This is gluten-free. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. This is the cheese that I have. It's called Go Veggie. This one I put in my eggs and potatoes right now. It's cheddar, and this is American. And I have to say, it's dairy-free, gluten-free, lactose-free, no cholesterol. But I use it as like a dairy substitute for cheese because I try not to have as much dairy. I'll pick and choose what dairy I want to have. Like if I'm gonna have ice cream and it's dairy, I'd rather have it with that than like a piece of cheese. Brand I found, and I really love it. And I find that this specific, like the slices, I broke up the slices in here as you saw, but these slices, the American slice, like I'll put on burgers and stuff, is like just like dairy American cheese. So if you're looking for a cheese alternative with these kinds, like cheddar and American, specifically the American slices, oh, it's so good. I personally feel like it tastes just like it. But again, I'm not kind of like funky. I'm not really that funky with stuff like that. Oh, what I was saying is this is gluten-free. Obviously it's potatoes, which is not gluten. And then, which, you know, sometimes people don't know that. Eggs. 3 eggs I put in. The cheese, the cheddar one, 2 slices, and then I put on ketchup. And what's cool about it is like it's a pretty filling meal. So like I'm gonna eat it now because I got a lot of stuff coming on up later. Like I'm gonna do work, I'm gonna do school work, I'm gonna do I have another client. I'm gonna try to get in some movement, and then I'm getting my hair cut and dyed. Read the last video where I was talking about my inspo. And so I have like a decent amount ahead of me, and I want to make sure I'm pretty full for it and like all that kind of stuff. So I've gotten much better with my nutrition and like really nailed it in, like what I was saying in my video last week with the whole gluten-free thing. Like I'm really proud of myself because my sister last weekend, my sister is an unbelievable baker, like unbelievably good. She made a cake for an event that we had, and oh my gosh, it looked so good. But unfortunately, the bigger picture, who it was for, is not gluten-free, so there's no point in making gluten-free, and I'm not one to be like, can everyone eat like this? So I didn't have the cake. And even when PJ and I went to the Mets game, wait, I think I talked about this in the last video. I'm just gonna say it again in case you didn't catch it. I didn't have any gluten at the Mets game, and I was just like really proud of myself because that would have been a lot of times where I'd be like, oh, whatever. But then the next day, it's just like not a good time. So I'm trying to remember that it's worth it and to set myself up for the bigger picture of my life, you know? Okay, I'm gonna eat this down. Stop blabbing my head off. Oh my gosh, I'm out of control. One more thing that I wanted to say in regards to this, I try to not have too much volume because then I feel like my stomach is just like so full, and I hate being like so full. So I played around with this one different than I've made it in the past. So I'm gonna see how I feel about this. And yeah. This is so good. Delish. Okay, my hair's all done. It's the next day. I waited till the natural light. Here we are. What do we think? It's definitely like auburn-y red. And it's so fun. Is this good lighting? Is this okay? It's so funny how lighting makes such a difference. This is it in the light. Ah! Oh my gosh, I was so pumped. She nailed it. This is exactly what I wanted. And I'm like so happy with it. And it's fun. I actually did cut it shorter to how I did, when was that? In July. I cut it, and she put in layers. I don't know why I said that like it was a question. She put in layers. So if you can see, like, obviously these bits are shorter, and then with layers come angles. It's funny because I don't really have a part because I don't really wear it down. But when they cut it, whoever cuts it, but when she cuts it, I usually have them parted down the middle, because when I wear it down, I do like to pull the sides back or something like that. And I like it away from my face because I feel like I get like claustrophobic, but I like it away from my face, but I will part down the middle. So that's why it's usually cut that way. Let me know what you think. And if you're looking to do it yourself, because so many people have told me this, like, oh, I always wanted to do that color, or I was thinking about that, or I know someone who wanted to do it. Like, this is your sign. Just do it. Just literally do it. I was back and forth on this for so long, months and months and months. I wanted to do it. Well, I haven't dyed my hair since 2019. So it's been a while. I don't know why I never did it again, but I decided to do it, but I wanted to wait because my sister got married in last month, so I wanted to wait till after the wedding just in case if I didn't like it. And here we are. It's after, and I just went for it. I was really back and forth on it for a really long time. I will usually wear it like this though, which is fun. Exciting. Okay, let's rewind back in time because I was getting ready this morning with you. Bye.
You've got me questioning my position. Am I just filling out? Taking space, not with as much grace. Am I a second choice of all the not Rolls Royce dresses and lace? Help me now. If it's not my business, then whose? When it's up to you to choose.
That clip that you just saw, I was at the gym, and it was just the last bit of what I did. I did some like shoulder stability stuff and like lower body stuff. I feel like I rolled my eyes. It's just like a lot of the same stuff, so, which is fine, but I'm definitely like getting excited towards being able to like do more. So I took a shower. My hair is currently just like a little bit wet, but I really liked it consistently throughout the day, which is awesome. I put some like light makeup on for funsies. I'm going to hang out with PJ in a little bit. But I just want to pop on because I like, even though I was like happy, I wasn't having the best mental health day. I felt like I was struggling a lot. Random things were making me upset, and I just wanted to say it because I never want to come off as if like, which I don't think I do, but I hope I don't, but I feel like sometimes with social media it comes off that like everything's great and like people are having the best time and like everyone's happy all the time, and like even though we all know that that's not true, I just didn't want to come off in like a fake way because like I am happy and I seem happy in the clips today, especially this morning. Like it was so much fun this morning, like when I had like woken up with my fresh hair and like it was the first time seeing it in daylight. Like that was so fun, but I just didn't want it to come off as if like I'm being fake, because just because I am happy doesn't mean that I'm not struggling, and then so when you see someone else, just because they are happy doesn't mean that they're not struggling. So I just always like, I feel like someone's coming in, that's why I keep looking that way. I just feel like I just wanted to mention it. And also that it's okay that you don't have the best day, and it's okay to have a great day still, even though some bits aren't as happy. Like, I'm really excited to see PJ, and I'm excited to have dinner, and I'm watching something fun. I'm gonna do a little bit of schoolwork right now before I go, but I just wanted to mention it, just so that if you are struggling, or if you're having not as such of a great day, it's okay, obviously, and you're not alone. Okay, that's it. Look at these new boots I got. Cute, right? They're for fall. They're like a chunky Chelsea boot. They're cream, and I got them, they're 9 West, but got them so much cheaper at Kohl's. I'll link them down below if you're into it.
Hey, Mr. Bix. Wow, step in the camera.
I just finished training my earliest client, which was always fun. And it's funny when I train in the mornings, like the mornings, before the sun's up, it's like so dark in here. It's even a little bit dark out still. That's why the lighting is kind of funny. But I wanted to show, yesterday I went to the vitamin shop and I got those auburn-y drinks. I got a new flavor. It's called Dream Float, and I wanted to talk about it because it's really good, actually. They had so many flavors, like as you saw in that clip, and I was like, you know, let me try this. And it tastes just like a creamsicle, like this kind of creamsicle, if you can see it. It tastes just like that. So I'm like really happy with it because, you know, sometimes you just never know how the flavors are going to taste. And then that pumpkin bread that I made, I'll link the recipe, or I'll link the Instagram post that I saw about it, but I didn't specifically follow that Instagram post, but that was the inspo, so I feel like I need to give credit to it. But the other stuff, I just kind of winged it. It's pretty good. It definitely has like that like proteiny kind of taste. What's like when you put protein powder into stuff. So it's pretty good, but I froze it because I just wanted one piece and I don't want it to go bad, and it would really only be me eating it. So I froze it because like I'm really big on freezing stuff just because it preserves it, I guess, and I can go back to it later or whenever I want it. But the cream cheese icing that I put on it was really good, and I just wanted it as like a little treat, so it was fun to have. But I want to talk about it because someone asked me for the recipe, but I was like, ooh, this is what I used, but I didn't really use it. This is what I did. I'm going to end the video here. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And if you want to stick around, you could subscribe down below, and I would really appreciate it because it helps to support my channel. And I will catch you in the next one. Hope you have a great day, as always, and I will see you next time. Bye!